Right, a combative effort by Sri Lanka. They've actually pulled off a draw at the Firoz Shah Kotla. They go home with a series lost, but with a much, much better performance than one had come to see from them over the last few months. Deep Das Gupta is joining me for some thoughts. Kudos to Sri Lanka. They were under the pump, and this did not, a fifth-day wicket in India, and they've come out and played the day out.
Absolutely. Kudos to them. This is exactly what we were talking about previous test matches as well, the lack of fight that we saw. But I guess this test match, I think they've learned from their mistakes, and it was absolutely brilliant. This is the kind of resilience that you want to see from test cricketers. I mean, and especially, I don't know why Dhananjay wasn't picked in the first two test matches. Whatever little we've seen in this innings and the last one, he looked like a really good batsman.
Right, obviously hindsight is a brilliant thing, but India could have played with 5 bowlers.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we've had this chat before as well. 5 bowlers, especially on a pitch like this, because, yeah, I mean, there was grass on it, and what the grasses did actually with that pitch was it just made sure that the pitch was good for batting even on day 5. So it was more of, fake grass, as we call it, because the main purpose of the grass was to make sure the pitch doesn't crumble on day 3 onwards or 4, 5. So I think, it was really good pitch to bat on even on day 5, which the Sri Lankan batsmen, capitalized on.
Lots of bowling for Ravindra Jadeja and R. Ashwin. I'll come to Jadeja in a minute, but will Ashwin look back on this second innings with a little bit of disappointment? Just the 1 wicket or 120 odd runs. He's gone for nearly 4 and over in his 35.
Which is true. I mean, it's not just about the wickets. Also, the fact that I understand there was nothing much from the pitch itself. The pace of the pitch was rather slow. It was the usual Kotla pitch. But you would expect someone like Ashwin to get little more out of that pitch. Like I said, it's not just about the wickets, the number of wickets that he got, but also way he bowled. I'm sure he would have liked to bowl a lot better, be a little more consistent with his lines, and get a lot more purchase of that pitch.
Right, everything looking all right for Jadeja. He bowled quite well, but he's got to sort out this no ball issue.
Absolutely, there's no two ways, and this has been going on for a while. You would expect him to kind of sort it out as soon as possible, because listen, you're going to get more unfriendlier pitches in the next 1 year that you're going to play, be it South Africa, Australia, England, New Zealand, wherever you name it, and it's not going to be helpful for the spinners at all, and you're going to make mistakes like that. It's going to be a lot more costlier than what we've seen in this test match.
One final thought, Deep. There was a lot of talk of how this series was about simulating conditions for South Africa. That hasn't happened. Nagpur and then the Kotla. This is nothing like what India are going to encounter in South Africa.
So true. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, it's about the base. If the base is not strong enough, then just a layer of grass on top does not going to make too much of a difference. And unfortunately, the basic structure of the pitches in Nagpur and in Delhi are not firm enough. End of the day, there was a little bit in the first couple of days, but after that, it was a really good pitch to